Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It means so much. We are finishing up my 3-part mini-series that I've put together on my channel this weekend, where I show you how to get your home and your life back in order after a long work week to set yourself up for success for the week ahead. And today is the last day of this beautiful weekend, my favorite day of the week, Sunday. And I will link the other 2 videos that I created for Friday and Saturday down below for you. Our church has opened back up, so I like to wake up early on Sundays so I have enough time to get ready before I head on to church. The first thing I like to do every morning, including Sundays, is make my bed. This is a part of my consistent morning routine throughout the week, and it really is that little extra boost of encouragement every morning to get my day started on the right foot. For a long time, I prayed that I would become a morning person, and over time, the Lord really answered my prayers. So throughout the week, I try to wake up between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., and it makes it easy on Sunday mornings to wake up that early as well. This way I can take my time getting ready for church and I don't have to rush. Now, if you have children, I would recommend for you to get everything ready that you'll need for church the night before for you and your children. Go ahead and set your diaper bags and your kids' bags either in the car or right by the front door. That way, you guys can just grab them on your way out. Set your kids' clothes out the night before and wake up a little early like I'm doing here so you have time to get yourself ready and to make a nice little breakfast for your kids before you all head out to church in the morning. After I make my bed, I like to brush my teeth really well, put my crazy hair up in a bun, and I'm going to be doing a skincare routine this evening, so for now I'm going to just put a washcloth with steaming hot water over my face just to wake my face up. Then I'm going to spray some rose water on my face. I am going to be taking a shower as well in a little bit, so that's another reason that I don't want to put a ton of skincare products on my face, but I do like to spritz it with this rose water first thing. And then I like to brush my eyebrows and just put a little bit of chapstick on before I head into the kitchen. Alright, let's go make some coffee. Before I make my coffee, I always like to open up all of my blinds to let that good morning sunshine in. I am so blessed to have so many windows in my home. If you battle depression like I did for several years, I would highly recommend to get in the habit of opening up your windows throughout your home first thing. Creating a designated time just for you every morning is so important when battling depression. If that means that you have to wake up early, then I would highly recommend that, and trust me when I say it's so worth it. Being able to wake up early, make my bed, do my skincare routine, open up all of the windows, have my cup of coffee, and sit down with the Lord just really helps me to not only learn how to derive life and joy from the Lord, but it protects me against laziness and the temptation to just stay in bed all morning and not do anything, which leads to hopelessness, defeat. You know, if you battle depression, you know what I'm talking about. When you battle something really big like depression, sometimes it's the small, attainable things that really help to overcome those big struggles. I will link this coffee pot down below for you. I always do my coffee different, but for this morning, I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, 3 tablespoons of my homemade rosemary simple syrup, and once my coffee is done brewing, I add a tablespoon of butter to my cup of coffee, and then I whisk it really well. I love bringing this whisker when we go camping. I will link it down below for you. It's great also because it doesn't require a battery. You just charge it and it stays charged for so long. And then I add my simple syrup and the rest of my coffee, and now I'm ready to go spend time with the Lord. I like to spend at least an hour with the Lord before church on Sunday. This is just a great opportunity to pray about anything that's weighing heavy on my mind, to ask the Lord for healing from any hurts that I may have experienced this past week. Just a little something about me, I'm very sensitive and I tend to get my feelings hurt very easy. The Lord has really strengthened me and built me up in confidence over the years in this area, so I don't struggle with it as bad as I used to, but I still like to take time every day to examine my heart and bring it before the Lord and ask Him to heal any areas of hurt that may still be there. And once I've done that, I like to just get in His Word and allow His Word to fill my mind and my heart. This just makes me feel so much more mentally prepared for church on Sunday. And it also makes me feel like I'm able to enter into church with more of a heart to want to pour into somebody else rather than needing ministry for myself. I like to allow the Lord to minister to me, and out of that, I want an overflow of the heart of Jesus for others. I think it's so important as a believer to enter into church with a heart to want to give rather than receive, allowing the Lord to be the one to constantly minister to you. People will always fail you because we have the flesh to contend with, but the Lord never fails. And it's so important to try to go to Him before people because ultimately He has the exact answer that we need for our struggle. Now that I am done spending time with the Lord, I am ready to go get ready. And just keep in mind, everything I just shared about my walk with the Lord is from my own personal experience. If something I said isn't biblical or you don't agree with what I said, please feel free to leave a comment in the comments section below. I love hearing what other people think about things, and I love receiving correction if I'm wrong. So just know that if you come to my channel, you are free to just be yourself and share as you see fit. So the first thing I like to do is set my outfit out, and then I'm just going to go ahead and hop in the shower. After I got out of the shower, I added my styling products to my hair and scrunched it really well, and I'm going to just let it air dry for the day. I will also make sure to leave the video in the description box for you of my updated curly hair routine. And since I already brushed my teeth this morning, I simply floss and gargle some Listerine just to get the coffee smell out of my breath. And I will also leave a video for you showing you my makeup routine. I include my skincare routine in that video as well, so go check that out after you watch this. Alright, you guys, so before I head out the door for church, I am going to make a little drink for myself. I don't typically eat breakfast Sunday mornings. We normally go out to eat after church on Sunday and we eat a big meal. And so I kind of like to give my body a little bit of rest as well on Sundays. Not just resting and being intentional to rest, but also, give my body a little break from having to break food down constantly all day long. So for me, I just have my yummy cup of coffee in the morning, and now I'm going to just have this juice to sip on during church. The first thing I'm going to do is peel 4 lemons and cut them in half and put them in my blender. And then I'm going to add 3 cups of water, and I'm going to just blend that really well. And I'm also going to go ahead and put my lemon peels in the fridge to use for a cleaner or a disinfectant spray. I'm going to reuse those lemon peels to make some sort of a homemade cleaning product later on in the week, and that's what I would recommend for you. Don't ever throw your peelings away because you can use those for so many different things. And then I'm going to just strain my blended lemon and water juice through a fine mesh strainer. I'm going to strain it twice just to make sure I get everything out really well. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of turmeric. I'm going to add 1 scoop of collagen peptides. I will link this down below for you. I'm going to add a few pinches, 2 to 3 pinches of sea salt. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm going to add some stevia to that as well. And then I just blend it up. I add some ice to my cup, and I have a delicious, energizing drink to kind of give me that extra boost of energy I need to get me going during the day. And then whatever is left over, I like to house in a little jar to have later on in the week. And before I head out the door, I like to go ahead and grab my purse. I bring my Bible, my wallet, my phone, my chapstick, my gum, and my car keys. Now, my husband is on shift this morning, so I'm all alone, but that's okay. I'm still gonna have fun. I will see you guys when I get back from church. Church was so wonderful and I had such a good time eating out, but now I've got to go grab the eggs from my chicken coop. We have 12 chickens and almost all of them are producing eggs. We are getting 11 eggs a day, which is such a blessing. And if you don't go to church, then I would recommend for you to use that time that I was at church to get any errands done that you need to. Treat yourself to a meal out, watch your favorite TV show. Just try to relax this day. That way you can hit the ground running on Monday. Now, a friend of mine gifted me this beautiful blue dish, and immediately I thought this would be a perfect little flower vase for my spa night since it has tiny little holes at the top. A friend of mine gave me some chrysanthemum seeds for my birthday this past May, so I planted them around my lemongrass, and they are still blooming, so I love coming out here and picking my beautiful blooms. Having these flowers in my house throughout the week also reminds me to pray for my friend that gave me these seeds. I like to use these flowers as a reminder to pray for her and that the Lord would just bless her and encourage her as she has given me this wonderful blessing of a gift that has continually blessed me all summer long. I'm going to use these flowers on my bath caddy when I go to do my little spa night this evening. Speaking of spa night, it is time to make my homemade body scrub to use this evening as well as throughout the week. During this whole COVID quarantine season that we are all in, I have not been taking super good care of my physical body. I am hoping to start a good workout routine here in the next few weeks, but unfortunately, I'm just not looking how I want to, and my skin isn't looking how I want it to either. So if you're feeling a little bit insecure about your body and you haven't been able to work out as much as you'd like to, and you don't really like the way your skin looks, this is a really great starting point. Make yourself a nice little body scrub to have throughout the week. And I really noticed that this boosts my confidence because it really makes my skin look so much nicer. It removes all of those imperfections and it also makes my skin very smooth. And I just feel so much better about myself. Obviously, working out is great too, but this is just a good starting point. I will link this recipe in the description box below for you. It's my own recipe, it's super simple, and I make it every week to have throughout the whole week. Now once I'm done adding all of my ingredients, I am going to go ahead and pour some into a little white container for me to have throughout the week, and then I'm also going to pour some into a little jar for me to have with my spa night tonight. Alright, you guys, so before I move on to the bedroom, the last thing I want to do as far as work goes is I like to plan out my week ahead. So some people are really tech savvy and they do all of this on their phone or on their computers, but I'm just old school. I love to write everything down. So I have my planner here. And I just flip it open, and this is a brand new month, so that's always so fun. And basically what I do is I write down any plans that I have with friends or any plans that I have with my husband on my actual calendar. Like my husband and I are having a date night next week, so I went ahead and I wrote that down. And then I go ahead and I also write down the days that he's working and the days that he's going to be off work. And then I just take regular paper and I make 3 columns. I make 1 column for my house chores, 1 column for spaces to tackle, like bigger spaces that I really want to like purge and reorganize and clean out, and then video ideas for the following week. And so for the house chores, I just basically break it up into sections. So kitchen, living room, front entry, master bedroom and bathroom, and then miscellaneous. And these are just things that I need to get done on a weekly basis so that way, you know, things don't get totally messy and out of control. And then for the spaces to tackle column, those are some of the more, you know, the bigger projects that I would like to work on. And I may have to space this out in between 2 weeks, but at least I have it all written down so I don't have to worry about it. Like, I really want to organize our freezer. I need to organize this desk. I need to organize the drawer and the cabinets. I need to organize my spices, my pantry, my kitchen sink, the cabinet underneath that I need to organize. And I want to organize and purge our entertainment center. I want to organize our guest room. I want to organize both of our hallway closets and the baby room. And I want to go ahead and have my husband put our gym together. We just recently were given this really awesome gym equipment setup. We just have to set it up. So yes, those are some of the, you know, projects I want to tackle, and I have to be realistic with myself. Like, I probably won't get to all of these next week, but at least I have it written down. I don't have to think about it, and I can just kind of go through and mark off each task slowly throughout the next couple of weeks. And then my 3rd column are for the videos. So I have 3 different videos that I want to try to do next week. And so this way everything is just written down on my calendar. I don't have to think about it. And then what I do on a daily basis every morning, I just go ahead and I look at my calendar day. I see what I have going on that day, if I have plans, and then before or after those plans, if I'm able to get anything done. So I'll look at all my house chores and I'll say, yeah, I think I'll have, you know, the grace to do that day, considering the plans I have. And oh yeah, I think I'll be able to tackle that space as well. And so then I write down like an hour by hour schedule in my phone every morning, kind of scheduling those things in. That way I don't have to think about it. It's on my phone. And that way I actually am more productive. If I don't do an hour by hour schedule every day for myself first thing in the morning,
I notice that I'm not as productive, I don't have as much vision for my day, and I kind of get discouraged really easily. And that might sound overwhelming for some people, especially if you're not really used to planning things out. But for me, it actually makes my life less stressful and so much easier writing everything down, writing all my thoughts down. I feel like I just let my phone do the work for me, and I look on my phone and I'm like, okay, this is what I have to do now, and I go do it, and then I don't have to think about it. So yeah, it just sometimes it really does help to, take the few extra moments every. I think it takes me about 5 minutes every morning to do that, an hour by hour schedule. Just type it out really quick on my phone. But it saves me so much time in the long run, because then throughout my day I don't have to like really necessarily think about, you know, what am I going to do today? It's all written down here. All my thoughts are written down. So I hope this is helpful. I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys. But this is just my real life, what I really do Sunday evenings, just to kind of set myself up for success for the week ahead. But now it's time to get back to having fun. So let's go.
Okay, at the end of every week, I always like to clip my nails and my toenails and file them really well. It's a rare occasion that I ever actually paint my nails, only because I work so much with my hands throughout the week in my home and outside of my home, and nail polish would just chip off, so I tend to just keep my nails bare. And sometimes I will paint my toes, but I oftentimes won't have time to do that either, so I just like to keep them clipped and filed. Before I jump in the bath, I'm going to go ahead and brush my teeth, and then I'm going to do my skincare routine. So I'm going to just get a hot rag and wipe off as much makeup as possible, and then I'm going to take my homemade cleansing face wash, and I'm going to cleanse my face really well. Then I'm going to wipe it off. And then I have this Body Shop Vitamin C face scrub. I like to do this once a week. This just really opens up my pores and gives my skin a deep clean. So I'm going to just scrub that all over my face as well. And then I'm going to wipe it off. And I will link that brush that I use to apply my facial cleansers down below for you. I will leave that down below for you as well. This is my face mask. And I don't know about you, but when I go into any store and I see those face masks that are in, individual packets, there's this thing in me that always wants to buy them, but they're so expensive. And so if you just spend the 20, I think that this jar is like $20. If you spend that initial cost and just apply that mask all over your face, and you kind of have that, you won't be as tempted to buy those individual packet size masks at the store. You can just have this and apply that once a week like I do. And while that dries, I just went ahead and I set up my bath. As you see here, I've got my Epsom salts there and my little book that I found at Goodwill. I'm super excited about that. And by this time, my mask is all dried and cracked. So I'm going to just take it off with a hot rag, and then before I jump into the bath, I'm going to just spray my face with some rose water again. I just love that stuff. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this Jamaican black castor oil and massage it into my scalp. I do this once a week, and ooh, girl, my curls love it. And now I'm going to just head into the bath.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
And then once I'm done soaking, I'm so tired, so I just re-scrunch my hair and I add some vitamin E serum to my face, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm so tired. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it encouraged you to hit the ground running on Monday. I hope it motivated you, and until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye!